Hi, myself Dr. Vijay Prakash, and in this video I am going to explain you about the spine structure and the anatomy of the spine and how to palpate the spine. So let's start this video. So in the case of the spine, there are basically three parts of the spine. As you can see in this patient, there is the cervical portion. This one is the occipital bone. This one is the occipital bone of the head, and this is the cervical first bone, which can be denoted as C1 here, C2 here, C3 here, C4, C5, C6, and C7. So 7 vertebrae are there in the cervical region. This portion is called from this point to this point is called cervical portion. Okay. After that cervical, there is a CT junction, a point where the two vertebrae of cervical and thoracic meet is called as the CT junction. From the CT junction onward, you can see there are the vertebrae T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, T6, T7, T8, T9, T11 and T12. These are the thoracic vertebrae. From this portion to this portion, these are called thoracic. So these makes the chest portion of the spine, and from the T12 remaining part is called lumbar portion, lumber-ber. Okay, and vertebrae are L1, L2, L3, L4 and L5, and last is the sacrum and then the coccyx. So these three major portions of the spines are mainly important, but the most important is the lumbar portion and cervical portion, because most of the disease commonly occur at the cervical portions and lumbar portions. As you know that the cervical spondylosis and lumbar spondylosis are the common portions where the pathological and anatomical changes occurs. So you have to know at least what is the L1, what is the L2, what is the L3, so that whenever there are abnormality in the L4 and L5 region, you can identify the proper location of the abnormality. So the most common site of any abnormality in the lumbar region is L4 and L5. This is the most common portion. Mostly bulges commonly occur at L4 and L5 region. Herniation occurs at L4 and L5 region, and most of the time lumbar portion is affected because of the weight of the body. Sometimes ligamentum flavum hypertrophy occurs in the lumbar portion in L1 to L5 region. Okay, so now I am going to tell you how to manipulate the patients in the case of spine defect. Okay, so first of all, what we do a general palpation, slight palpation in the cervical portion. If there is any pain, then patient will tell you that this portion is affected. Suppose a patient is getting pain at C5, C6 portion. Whenever you palpate this point, then that means that there is an abnormality in this portion. After it, we will go towards the down position. This is the C6, T6, T7, and this portion is this patient is normal, and so we are not able to identify any abnormality. And this is the lumbar portion. This is the most common portion. Whenever there is abnormality, then the swelling of the lumbar portion is very common. You can feel the abnormality from here. Okay, and sometimes bulges are there, and sometimes nerve compression is most common at L4 and L5 region. Now I am going to tell you a crack in the cervical portion, C1.
Don't do this procedure at your home without proper training.
C4, C5. Then we put our fingers in the C4, C5 position, palpate it where the pain is there. Ask the patient if there is any pain. Then apply a pressure, face upside. Now, yes, and suppose if you want to give a traction in the C1 and C2, then put your hands in the C1 portion and next finger in the chin of the patient, apply a pressure and towards outside. Yes, apply a pressure, thumb on the occipital bone and C1 and apply a pressure, position hand like this. Okay, so why this positioning? We have cracked at C1 C2 position, after that we have cracked at C4 C5 position, and now we are going to crack at CT junction. For that we have to turn the patient, completely turn. Yes, in this position once again we have to press at the transverse process of the T1 bone and place the head of the patient, cheek of the patient to the surface, and then apply a pressure like this, loose. This once again in the opposite direction, loose. Yes, now we are going to crack the thoracic portion. For this we can do mild articulation of the thoracic vertebra. After that we can do in this position also, we can apply the pressure in opposite direction like this. This, either this or the another way is turn the patient, turn. Yes, place your hands like this and place your hand in the T4 T5 position. Okay, and then like this and crack. Okay, and for the lumbar position, upper leg in the fold position and hands like this position and give a crack. Yes, another side. Like this. Yes, good. And if you want to crack the ankle joint, we have to place our hands like this and give a crack, one side and upper side. Like this. So friends, this is all about the spine and what is the location, where the cervical portion is there, where the thoracic portion is there, and where is the lumbar portion is there, and what are the common abnormalities occurs in the spine and how to resolve it and how to crack it. So stay tuned with us and try and like my channel, subscribe my channel and share my channel so that the latest notification and latest information you can get from this. Okay then, bye bye.